You know how you have a guy who comes in and he's had more coffee than everybody else in the morning meeting? And you're like, whoa, buddy, like, we're all just here. We're all just waking up. It's a Friday morning. Like, we're all just trying to get our motor started. He's like, all right, let's go. Here we go. What do we put on the board? What's the brainstorming session? Like, he was on one last night. It was unbelievable. Now, part of it was the Pelicans are kind of a mess. They're like, you know, Zion he's second in the league at scoring at the rim, but he doesn't really do anything else. He's not as athletic as he was, and his skill hasn't improved to the level of superstar, but he still scores efficiently he's just too quick for big guys to guard. But there's a lack of efficiency because he's not good defensively. But like, LeBron was the best player on the court. LeBron looked like the best player in the NBA last night. It was crazy. Here's LeBron James after the win.
He's the ultimate tone setter, man. Like, from the start, just everything from our meeting to our walkthrough, everything, his communication, helping guys visually see what game plan we were trying to execute. Everybody understands what we're playing for. It's a great opportunity being here in this city, in this tournament, for us to reveal our competitive spirit top to bottom. And I think that's what you saw tonight. But everybody, again, just covering for one another, constant communication, constant effort.
All right, that's Darvin Ham, his head coach, and he's right. Like, he literally looked like they set back the clock 10 years. He looked thinner. He looked more energetic. He dominated the game. He took like 3 charges in the first half. Some guys just love Vegas. Where are you on Vegas, Buyer? Because we're going to be there for a week with Super Bowl week. Where are you on Vegas?
I'm fine with it. Wouldn't be my number one choice to hang out and go visit. But
Jay Stu, now you love the craps tables. We have collectively lost some money with you at the craps tables. Do you get energized like that for Vegas?
Oh yeah, no, I've definitely. I have the bug, the gambling bug, and I will tell everybody that I don't think there's anything that I've experienced in my lifetime that has made me feel more alive and more happy than gambling winning. That says a lot about me, I know. And don't tell my girlfriend this, but nothing in my life has ever made me feel more alive than winning at gambling.
Nothing in your life has made you feel more alive than winning at gambling?
No. It is quite the what do you call it?
The thrill?
Ecstasy or whatever the word is, you know.
Nothing in your life?
Zero.
I think isn't that the problem? Isn't that why people get addicted to it?
I've jumped out of a plane too.
Yeah, you jumped out of a plane. You hiked up Half Dome and nearly died when I have 14-year-old kids that did it fine. So I don't know your level, your threshold, whatever. That's hysterical. Interesting. Lorena, where are you in Vegas?
I love Vegas. I love dressing up and just hanging out and walking around, and I love gambling. I just learned how to play craps recently.
Did you? Because Jay Stu taught me how to play, and we lost a lot of money.
I don't lose when I play. I double all my winnings.
Well, there's the lady luck with craps. I believe her.
There's also this. Lorena, I'll give you the warning that the late great Eddie Sutton gave us when we played in Las Vegas 2 consecutive years. He's like, boys, man, you see all those big buildings? There were more this year than last year, and that's because the house ain't losing.
Facts. Facts.
So anyone who's like, I always win. Okay. That's fine. I mean, listen, Jay Stu, you were super confident. You give me your 500, take my 500. We're going to walk out here with a bunch of money. And we did not.
And then 10 minutes later,
10 minutes later, we were a factory of sadness.
That's the thing about craps is that it goes quick and it comes quick. And that's kind of where the rush is, though, because when it's coming quick, everybody's on a high.
Yeah, pause on that one. Doug Gottlieb Show here on Fox Sports Radio. This is always a fun part of the day.
How do we get here?
How did we get
in-season
here?
tournament. That's right.
In-season tournament. That's right. That's the only thing I can think. Like the 2 things you can think of is rich people love playing for money, right? It's like Michael Jordan's whole thing was like, I'm a competitive junkie. Tiger Woods, he likes playing golf for money. It's like, why do these guys keep doing it? Because they're playing for money. So I don't know whether it's Vegas. I don't know whether it's playing for money. I don't know whether it's they're actually a good team, and it just shows what the difference in, like, the Pelicans are kind of a pretender right now, and the Lakers they're not a favorite, and they're not playing against the elite teams in the NBA, but it just shows when it's real, like all of a sudden it's a different LeBron.
Yeah,
that was playoff intensity LeBron. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's something to play for, but it also allows him to, because he can turn it on and turn it off.
Sure.
Question is, can you do this for 16 wins, from mid-April to mid-June anymore? No, absolutely not.
Right.
And this gets everybody excited after you destroy a Pelicans team. I mean, a reporter asked him, and Doug, I would feel that you would be offended by this question.
Okay.
But a reporter asked LeBron afterwards, like, he's never been in a Final Four because he didn't play college basketball. Did this heighten that, and did that
Jesus.
maybe take that, experience? Was he able to use this as like that experience?
That is a terrible question.
It's an awful question. It's
the play. Look, I thought they did a good job. They did like the Laker lighting thing, so you couldn't see. But I had friends that were there, like, it was kind of half full. I mean, the crowd got into it because LeBron was so good and so into it. Look, I think there's also the part, he wants to own the Vegas team in the NBA, which everyone knows is coming. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Like, he's forced his way into a lot of things. And I think that's a part of it. I think, he nailed it with the rest part of it. They're playing against inferior competition. He loves Vegas. He loves playing for money. He looks thinner. He's looked heavy, especially top heavy a lot of the season, which, like, look, he's 39 years old. He's not going to be the same body type he was when he was 29 years old. But he looked facially like he's lost a little bit of weight, and so he's flying around the court. Like, he looked amazing last night. I'm not going to lie. And I've been a realist about LeBron and the aging and the lack of defense and the fact that he kind of stands outside, shoots jump shots, doesn't move as much, kind of hides it a little bit. Last night was not one night where I go, like, I don't know if there's a better, if they all played tonight. And remember, we're coming off of Luka having a triple double in the first half the night before, but LeBron looked like the best player on earth last night.
Yeah, and to do it in 23 minutes, so he's the first with 35 and 5 and under 23 minutes of gameplay that we've seen. But I hate to, maybe I'm just callous to it, but It's just, as you said, like, just when the spotlight's there and against this, like, I don't think it's happening against Denver. Just saying, like, if they're playing the Nuggets, I don't think it's happening against Boston. It happened to be able to happen against the Pelicans, and I think that's a part of it. And in that window where those were the only two games because of the in-season tournament, which, by the way, I did watch a majority of Pacers-Bucks, which is why I also didn't watch Lakers-Pelicans. It is interesting you mentioned the crowd atmosphere because there wasn't much of it that we saw in the Pacers and Bucks game, except the Pacers kind of made their own energy for what they did down the stretch.
Well, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton has been kind of the story of this tournament in terms of his level of play, right? Now people are like, well, Tyrese Halliburton's a superstar. Like, he's been great and he's really talented. I'm not willing to go superstar just yet, but he's been amazing to watch, and LeBron was amazing to watch last night.
And this is I really think, like, the NBA is been put in a great spot with these two teams in the finals because from their perspective, and I don't think it's from the fans' perspective, but from their perspective, I think they can't lose.
Right.
If the Lakers win, it legitimizes it. If the Pacers win, it puts them more on the map, and now they're maybe another team to watch. I don't know if the NBA Twitter and everybody will accept those things, but I think that's what the NBA thinks.